What if an icy triangle swallows the living whole? In 1972, an expedition vanishes in Alaska's wilds. The Alaska Triangle Juneau, Anchorage, Barrow hides over 2,000 lost souls. A hum rises from Mount Hayes, its ice alive with ancient shadows. Ghostly figures lure hunters, pilots, and rangers into the void. Lena Brooks fights the rift, her knife slashing at the unseen. A shaman's ritual frees the spirits, but the mystery endures. Will the triangle's hunger ever sleep or claim more lives? The Alaska Vanishings whisper secrets of ice and doom. Dive into this frozen tale, watch the enigma unfold now. The year was 1972, a bitter winter in Alaska's wilds. The Alaska Triangle stretched its icy grip between Juneau, Anchorage, and Barrow. A scientific expedition, led by Dr. Henry Voss, 45, set out to study the land. Their team was 12 strong biologists, geologists, and rangers, their gear heavy. They aimed to map the triangle's core, its forests dense, its peaks shrouded in fog. Henry's journal noted the silence, the air thick, the compass spinning wildly. His team felt it too. Sarah Miles, a geologist 28, sensed a shadow. "We're not alone," she wrote, her pen shaky, her eyes on the endless pines. Their base camp stood near Mount Hayes, its slopes a challenge, its aura dark. By day 3, the team vanished, their tents empty, their tracks erased by snow. The Alaska Triangle was no stranger to lost 2,000 gone over the years. Locals spoke of spirits, of magnetic storms, of something ancient in the ice. Henry's team knew the tailies, their skepticism a shield, their science a guide. But the triangle cared not for logic, its grip a mystery, its hunger unseen. Sarah had studied the disappearances, hunters, families, even planes swallowed whole. She'd laughed off the myths, her mind sharp, her focus on seismic faults. Yet that night, a sound woke her, a low hum, a vibration from the earth itself. She woke Henry, her voice trembling. "It's coming from the mountain, listen." They stepped outside, their breath fogging, their lights dim in the endless dark. The hum grew, a shadow loomed, and the Alaska Triangle claimed its due. Rescue teams arrived a week later, their dogs uneasy, their search fruitless. The camp was a ghost town, its tents torn, its equipment scattered in the snow. A ranger named Tom Carver, 32, found Henry's journal, its pages wet. The last entry read, "It moves beneath the ice, it sees us, it calls." Tom felt a chill, his hands shaking, his mind racing with the triangle's lore. He'd grown up in Anchorage, his father a hunter lost to the same wilds. The locals warned of the Ijiraq shapeshifters, spirits that lure men to doom. Tom dismissed them, his training firm, but the journal's words gnawed at him. The team left, their report grim, another loss to the triangle's uncharted depths. The Alaska Triangle stood silent, its secrets buried, its shadows alive. By 1975, the story spread, a legend in Alaska's bars. Families mourned, their loved ones gone, their hope fading with each cold year. Sarah's brother, Daniel Miles, 25, refused to accept her loss as final. He was a pilot, his Cessna ready, his heart set on finding his sister's fate. Daniel flew over the triangle, his eyes sharp, his radio crackling with static. He saw Mount Hayes, its peak glowing, a strange light pulsing in the dusk. His plane shuddered, the controls locking, a voice whispering through the static. "Join us," it said, its tone icy, its pull a force he couldn't resist. Daniel's plane vanished, his signal lost, the triangle claiming another soul. The disappearances continued, the Alaska Triangle a graveyard of the lost. By 1980, the Alaska Triangle's legend grew darker still. Tom Carver, now 40, had become a ranger obsessed with the triangle's secrets. He'd never forgotten Henry Voss's journal, its words a scar on his mind. Tom led a team of rangers, their mission to map the triangle, their gear advanced. They trekked near Mount Hayes, its slopes icy, its air heavy with unseen eyes. His second-in-command, Lena Brooks, 32, felt the weight of the wilds. She'd lost her father to the triangle, a hunter, gone in 1960. Lena carried his knife, her talisman, her hope to find answers in the ice. They set camp, their radios silent, their compasses spinning, their nerves frayed. That night, a hum rose, the same one Sarah had heard, the earth trembling beneath. Tom woke the team, his voice steady, his flashlight cutting through the dark. Lena clutched her father's knife, her breath shallow, her eyes on the shadows. The hum grew louder, a pulse in the ground, a shape forming in the fog. It was humanoid, its form shifting, its eyes glowing an unnatural blue. Tom whispered, "Ijiraq," his heart racing, the local legends now real. The figure moved, its steps silent, its presence pulling at their minds. A ranger named Mark, 28, screamed, his mind unraveling, his body fleeing. They found him hours later, frozen, his face a mask of terror, his eyes empty. Tom's team retreated, their mission failed, the triangle's grip unyielding. The hum faded, the shadow gone, but the Alaska Triangle had marked them. By 1985, Tom's obsession deepened, his life consumed. He studied the triangle's history, 2,000 vanished, their stories a puzzle. Families gone in the 40s, hunters in the 50s, planes in the 60s. He met with elders in Barrow, their voices low, their tales of the Ijiraq vivid. An elder named Kiana, 70, spoke of a rift, a doorway beneath the ice. "It takes the living," she said, her eyes distant, "to feed what sleeps below." Tom listened, his skepticism fading, his ranger training no match for myth. He returned to the triangle, his team smaller, their resolve tested by fear. Lena joined him, her father's knife sharp, her heart set on facing the unknown. The Alaska Triangle waited, its silence a lie, its shadows a deadly dance. They camped near the same spot, their tents sturdy, their radios buzzing with static. The hum returned, the ground shaking, the air thick with a chilling presence. Lena saw her father's face in the fog, his voice calling, "Come home, Lena." She stepped forward, her knife raised, her mind fighting the illusion's pull. Tom grabbed her, his voice firm, "It's not him, don't let it take you." The figure dissolved, the hum fading, but the triangle's power lingered. They found tracks, human but old, leading to a crevasse near Mount Hayes. Tom peered in, his light dim, his eyes catching a glow deep in the ice. The team marked the spot, their hearts heavy, their mission far from over. The Alaska Triangle whispered, its secrets buried, its hunger eternal. By 1990, Tom Carver and Lena Brooks were legends in Alaska. Their discovery of the crevasse near Mount Hayes sparked whispers of a breakthrough. Tom, now 50, led a new expedition, his hair gray, his resolve unyielding. Lena, 42, joined him, her father's knife a constant, her hope a flicker. They brought climbers, their ropes strong, their goal to explore the icy depths. The crevasse glowed faintly, its walls slick, its air cold with an ancient chill. A climber named Rachel Holt, 29, descended first, her radio crackling. She spoke of carvings, symbols in the ice, their shapes alien, their meaning lost. Then her voice cut off, her rope slack, her screams echoing from below. The team froze, their hearts pounding. The Alaska Triangle had struck again. Tom rappelled down, his flashlight dim, his mind racing with Kiana's tales. Lena followed, her knife ready, her breath fogging in the frigid air. They found Rachel, her body broken, her eyes wide, her finger pointing to a symbol. The symbol pulsed, its glow blue, its hum the same one from years before. Tom sketched it, his hands shaking, his mind fighting the crevasse's pull. Lena whispered, "It's alive, the rift Kiana spoke of, it's here." The hum grew, the walls trembling, a shadow forming in the icy depths. It spoke, its voice a chorus. You seek what cannot be known, join us. Tom and Lena climbed out, their ropes fraying, their sanity hanging by a thread. The crevasse sealed, its glow fading, the triangle guarding its secret once more. By 2000, the story spread, the crevasse a myth among Alaska's rangers. Tom and Lena retired, their reports filed, their warnings ignored by most. A young scientist named Ethan Cole, 30, read their work, his curiosity sparked. He was a physicist, his theories bold, his focus on electromagnetic anomalies. Ethan believed the triangle's disappearances tied to magnetic rifts, not spirits. He gathered a team, their equipment advanced, their mission to measure the triangle. They flew to Mount Hayes, their plane steady, their instruments humming with data. A storm hit, their readings spiking, a hum rising from the earth below. Ethan's plane vanished, his signal lost, the triangle claiming another crew. The Alaska Triangle stood unyielding, its mysteries deeper than science could reach. Tom and Lena heard the news, their hearts heavy, their guilt a quiet ache. They met in Anchorage, their coffee cold, their eyes on the distant mountains. We should have sealed it, Lena said, her voice low, her father's knife in hand. Tom nodded, his journal open. The rift, it's more than magnets, Lena. They planned one last trip, their bodies older, their spirits driven by duty. Locals watched, their whispers soft, their tales of the Ijiraq a constant refrain. The triangle had taken families, hunters, rangers, 2,000 over decades. Tom and Lena knew the cost, their resolve firm, their hope a fragile flame. They trekked to the crevasse, their steps slow, their hearts braced for the unknown. The Alaska Triangle waited, its ice a tomb, its shadows a deadly call. By 2010, Tom Carver and Lena Brooks returned to the Alaska Triangle. Tom was 60, his back bent, his eyes sharp with a lifetime of loss. Lena, 52, carried her father's knife, her hair streaked with gray, her heart heavy. They reached the crevasse near Mount Hayes, its ice cracked, its glow pulsing faintly. They brought dynamite, their plan grim to seal the rift, to end the disappearances. The air was cold, the hum rising, the shadows of the triangle watching them. Tom lit the fuse, his hand steady, his voice a prayer. This ends now. Lena stood guard, her knife drawn, her eyes on the fog that began to form. The explosion echoed, the ice collapsing, the crevasse sealing with a groan. But the hum grew louder, the ground shaking, the rift fighting to stay alive. A shape emerged, its form shifting, its eyes glowing, its voice a chilling chorus. You cannot close what never sleeps, it said, its presence a weight on their minds. Tom stumbled, his vision blurring, his mind pulled toward the shadow's call. Lena slashed with her knife, her scream fierce, her father's memory a shield. The figure recoiled, the hum fading, the ice stilling under the mountain's weight. They fled, their hearts pounding, their plan a failure the rift endured. The Alaska Triangle laughed, its voice a whisper, its hunger unquenched. Tom and Lena returned to Anchorage, their hope shattered, their fight ongoing. They wrote a book, their story shared, their warnings a plea to the world. The triangle remained, its disappearance a mystery, its rift a doorway to doom. By 2020, the legend grew, the triangle a topic in global news. A documentary crew arrived, their cameras rolling, their leader a skeptic named Mia Hart. Mia, 35, sought fame, her disbelief loud, her team eager for footage. They trekked to Mount Hayes, their drones buzzing, their laughter cutting the silence. The hum returned, the fog thickening, a shadow forming in the icy dusk. Mia's drone crashed, its feed showing a figure, its eyes glowing, its form shifting. The crew panicked, their screams echoing, their bodies vanishing into the fog. Rescuers found their gear, their tapes filled with static, their fate another mystery. The Alaska Triangle claimed more, its rift a predator, its secrets uncharted. Locals shook their heads, their fear renewed. their tales of the Ijiraq whispered. Tom passed in 2022, his journal a legacy, his fight over. Lena lived on, her father's knife a relic, her heart heavy with the triangle's toll. She met with a shaman named Aku, 60, his knowledge deep, his spirit calm. Aku spoke of the rift, his voice steady. It's older than man, a tear in the world. He proposed a ritual, his chants ancient, his hope to quiet the triangle's hunger. Lena agreed, her resolve firm, her father's memory a fire in her soul. They trekked to Mount Hayes, their steps slow, their prayers a shield against the dark. The hum rose, the shadows formed, the rift sensing their intent to challenge it. Aku chanted, his voice rising, the air trembling with the power of his words. The Alaska Triangle fought back, its ice cracking, its secrets a deadly storm. By 2023, Lena Brooks and Aku stood at the Alaska Triangle's heart. Lena, 65, felt the weight of decades, her father's knife her only comfort. Aku, 61, carried a drum, his chants a lifeline, his faith in the spirit strong. They reached Mount Hayes, the crevasse glowing, the hum a constant menacing pulse. Aku began the ritual, his drum beating, his voice calling to the ancient ones. Lena lit sage, her hands trembling, her prayers a plea to end the disappearances. The hum grew louder, the ice cracking, a shadow rising from the rift below. It spoke, its voice a storm. You cannot silence what was never born. Aku's chant faltered, his drum stilling, his body shaking under the shadow's gaze. Lena slashed with her knife, her scream fierce, her resolve afire against the dark. The shadow retreated, the hum softening, the ice glowing with a strange light. Aku resumed, his voice stronger, his chant a bridge to the spirits of the land. Figures appeared, translucent, their forms human: Henry, Sarah, Ethan, Mia. They were the lost, their eyes pleading, their voices a whisper, free us. Lena's heart broke, her father among them, his face a memory, his hand reaching. Aku's chant peaked, the ice trembling, the rift pulsing with a dying light. The figures faded, their forms rising, their spirits released from the triangle's grip. The hum stopped, the ice sealed, the shadow gone for now, the rift was quiet. Lena and Aku stood, their breath heavy, their victory a fragile fleeting hope. The Alaska Triangle sighed, its hunger sated, its mystery still uncharted. By 2030, the disappearances slowed, the triangle's legend shifting. Locals spoke of peace, their fear easing, their tales of the Ijiraq less frequent. Lena retired in Anchorage, her father's knife on her mantle, her heart lighter. Aku passed in 2032, his drum silent, his legacy the ritual. The crevasse near Mount Hayes was studied, its glow gone, its symbols faded. Scientists came, their theories new magnetic fields, rifts, or something older. They found no answers, their tools silent, the triangle's secrets beyond their grasp. Visitors trekked, their cameras ready, their voices awed by the icy expanse. Some heard whispers, felt cold hands, saw shadows, their tales a quiet echo. The Alaska Triangle endured, its ice a tomb, its history a haunting song. By 2040, the triangle was a tourist draw, its mystery a lure. A museum opened in Anchorage, its exhibits grim, its walls lined with names. 2,000 lost, their stories told, their faces a gallery of the vanished. Lena visited, her steps slow, her eyes wet, her father's name on the wall. She spoke to crowds, her voice soft, her book a testament to the triangle's toll. The ritual had worked, the rift quiet, but the triangle's shadow lingered. Pilots flew safer, their routes adjusted, their compasses steady in the skies. Hunters trekked with care, their steps cautious, their tales of survival shared. The Alaska Triangle stood as a warning, its ice a mirror, its secrets deep. Lena smiled, her fight over, her father's spirit free, her legacy sealed. By 2050, the Alaska Triangle was a legend, its terror softened. Mount Hayes stood silent, its ice gleaming, its crevasses scar in the earth. Locals in Juneau, Anchorage, and Barrow shared tales, their voices a mix of awe. The museum thrived, its curator a young woman named Clara Voss, 32. She was Henry Voss's granddaughter, her mission to honor the lost, her heart open. Clara displayed Lena's knife, Aku's drum, Tom's journal, a shrine to the fight. Visitors came, their whispers soft, their eyes on the names of the vanished. Some claimed to hear the hum, to see shadows, to feel the triangle's pull. Clara dismissed them, her smile gentle. The rift is closed, only echoes remain. The Alaska Triangle stood as a memory, its ice a testament, its secrets at rest. By 2060, the triangle was a place of reflection, not fear. A memorial rose near Mount Hayes, its stone carved with 2,000 names. Clara unveiled it, her voice steady, her words a tribute to her grandfather. The ice glowed faintly, a final pulse, a sign the rift had truly closed. Locals celebrated, their fear gone, their lives free of the triangle's shadow. Pilots flew without static, their routes clear, their skies a brilliant blue. Hunters returned, their steps bold, their tales of survival a badge of pride. The Ijiraq became folklore, its name a story, its threat a distant memory. The Alaska Triangle was at peace, its spirits free, its legacy one of redemption. Clara smiled, her work complete, her grandfather's name a light in the north. The wilds of Alaska stretched on, their beauty vast, their history a whisper. The triangle's tale spread, its documentary a hit, its museum a pilgrimage. Scientists studied the rift, their theories evolving magnetic, spiritual, unknown. Clara wrote a book, her words a bridge, her story a connection to the past. The ice held its secrets, its glow gone, its hum a memory in the wind. Locals felt the change, their hearts lighter, their land no longer a graveyard. The Alaska Triangle became a lesson, its disappearance is a cautionary tale. Lena's legacy lived, her knife a symbol, her fight a victory over the dark. The uncharted mysteries of the North were quieter, their echoes a gentle song. The Alaska Triangle stood as a monument, its ice a mirror, its peace eternal. If this tale of the Alaska Triangle stirred your heart with its icy grip, if Lena and Aku's fight against the rift made you feel the North's pulse, if the vanishing's haunting echoes left you breathless, seeking more mystery, show your support, give this video a like to honor the lost of Alaska. Join us on this journey into the unexplained, where legends whisper in the cold. Subscribe for more stories of mystery, history, and the truths we dare to face. What do you think the Alaska Triangle still hides? What secrets linger in the ice? Drop your thoughts below. Let's uncover the mysteries together. The legacy of the unseen endures. A new chapter awaits your curiosity. Your wonder lights the path forward. Let's walk it as one.